Prediction show?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Batman Boxing Talk. We back.
We back for this Crawford Porter
event.
Is it? Shit better do more than 200,000 buys.
I could care less what the buys do.
Yep.
This fight is
that shit is gonna
history
matter.
in the making.
Yes, let me tell you why it's gonna matter. Because if it don't do well, he's not gonna get a 50 split, and then I think that's gonna hinder the fight. So it definitely matters, regardless of whether y'all want to pay attention to it or not.
What 50-50 split up against who? Earl said he want the winner. Period.
Yeah, but he can want the winner, but he also gonna want the money because he's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why I be saying, like, motherfuckers be saying shit, but do you really want it? If
Exactly.
Canelo come and say, Benavidez, he go $2 million, let's fight. Do he really want it? I'm just saying. But yeah. Porter, Crawford.
Yep.
You know what? You know what? Here's the thing, though. If Terrence Crawford wins this fight, but he can't do that, I would go after Ugas before the Earl fight.
For what?
You want that 50-50 split? Earn it.
Yeah, but the WBA has already said
That's what I'm
that,
saying. It doesn't matter.
No, they put Ugas in the goddamn tournament, man. They did him dirty.
which don't make sense because we could have had
all.
Undisputed by maybe this time next year.
I would have liked to see Ugas and Spence fight.
Yeah, I'm hearing some narratives that the WBC or whatever belt that Ugas got, that they don't want Earl to get that joint.
Why though? Because they don't think he can be inactive?
I don't know.
But I mean, at this point, fuck it.
Don't make any damn sense to me.
All these sanctioned bodies dumb as fuck. That's
Dumb
why
as shit. Yep.
if I was a boxer and I had any type of power, tell him. That's the quiet as kept. That's why Canelo get his fucking way, because he told him kiss his ass. And now they know he the man in the sport, and now they kissing up. I've been saying fuck them.
I thought we was done with the Canelo talk, but I think I said this to one of y'all, that the fact that the man can move to a weight class, not fight in the weight class once, and get a title shot, that's power.
But that's more. Terrence Crawford moved up and was able to fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's.
Yeah.
When you holding belts, man. Yeah,
uniforms,
when you holding belts, you get to know that.
But they go above and beyond because.
Yeah, because
I'm telling you,
the man made $40 million.
if enough of these
But
fighters,
you know what? Take nothing away
you
from
want
him.
them
He's
sanction
earned that.
fees.
He's earned that.
Yeah.
if enough of these fighters say fuck if enough of these top fighters say fuck these belts, them motherfuckers will cooperate.
That's true.
Because they want those paydays from the Spencers, the Wilders, the Canelos, the Joshuas. If enough of them motherfuckers say, man, fuck these belts.
There's so many of them, they really aren't important anymore.
I'm telling you, everybody's a champion.
Yeah,
At this
true,
point,
yeah.
shit, I'm a damn champion. I got a WBC belt.
Because I swear, no, Josh Taylor unified 140, but Tank got a 140 belt, don't he?
Yeah, regular.
He took one from
regular
Barrios.
champion.
Yeah. So,
But back to Sean and Terrence, the
Yeah,
press
what you got?
conference.
Okay, the press conference.
how
I
did-
thought it was boring.
I mean, we knew that, but and I think that's why Sean trying to sell it. But what you think?
I mean, like I said, Sean Porter doing the media thing. That's his thing.
No, Bud ain't gonna say much.
Yeah, he never
He
has.
damn sure was crickets when Sean Porter said he ain't gonna say it to me.
Mm-hmm.
He did not say it
to me. Yeah, because he know I ain't gonna believe it.
I'm hyping the job. Brittany did say that. Predictions. And not only predictions, how do y'all think the fight gonna go?
You first.
Hey, damn. Shit.
That's right. Yeah, you first.
My last name started with a T. I don't see nobody stopping Sean at 147 at this point. I am going to say Bud by close unanimous decision. And I say close unanimous because I can see like 7-5, maybe somebody might have it 8-4 for Bud, but to me that's a close unanimous decision. But I see the fight going earlier rounds. I think is where Sean should take advantage of Bud, because Bud likes to do a lot of computing and figuring you out, and I think that's where Sean should take advantage of Bud. And then later on in the fight, I think he should have multiple styles. So I think we should see Paulie Malignaggi, Bud, and Sean in the beginning, because in my opinion, his best chance to win is to draw Bud into one of them firefights where they just slugging. I think Sean can get the best of him in that sense, and then that way, Sean got a fucking motor on him. You rarely see Sean get tired. I think that's his way of winning. First 3 or 4 rounds, or mix it up. First 2 rounds and then third round, give him a different look because we know Bud is going to switch southpaw by the 3rd round.
Yeah, we know that for a fact.
And a lot of people don't realize it, but he's very limited out of the southpaw position.
You know what? I've always looked at and I've always wondered why, but he loves fighting out of that southpaw position. But I always wondered why, because he looks so much more fluent when he's in orthodox. Mm-hmm. And like you said, and then when he goes southpaw, he looks, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but one thing I noticed about him is he switches southpaw once he gets your distance, because he's trying to counter over your jab, and he knows with his longer arms he can do it. But if you notice, that's the only thing he does out of. That's why when people say, "Oh, he's a switch hitter." Yeah, but he's not really. He doesn't do a lot out of the southpaw position. Like Jaron Ennis does everything out of this defensive, all of that shit. He can do it out of both stances, but Bud is limited out of the southpaw stance. So I just think Sean needs to be super aggressive in the beginning of the fight, force Bud into a fight where he not thinking, and then later on he can mix in some of that boxing and angles and turning them like how he was doing Earl. But Sean has to do that. Like I said, I don't really got a horse in the race. I just want to see a good fight, but I think Bud is going to win. But I'm just giving you the keys to what I think Sean should do to win.
That's what you just said about him countering with the right hand over a jab. I think that's what he hit Kell Brook with.
Once he got the distance down, he changed, and then he was able to counter over Kell's jab.
Kell didn't even see that shot.
No, he didn't see it. He didn't see it.
What shot was that?
Yeah. Kell would look at it like the referee, like, yeah, I'm fine, man. What the hell? Yeah. He's like, no, dude, you was
somebody smacked the back of my head from outside the ring.
Exactly.
It's a hard fight to judge. I think it's gonna be a close fight. I don't see a knockout. I think Sean. I said this, like I said, it looks like the Spence fight to me. The only way Sean Porter can, I think, win the fight is draw Bud into a firefight. If Bud Crawford can keep his cool and box Sean Porter, I give Bud Crawford a close decision. If Bud Crawford gets in Sean wanting to do what Earl Spence did, and that's trying to outdog or maul Sean Porter, or outdog Sean Porter. The difference with Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, I think Earl Spence is stronger.
Inside fighter.
A stronger, and a better inside fighter. And I mean, Earl's body attack, when you look at the way Earl was attacking Sean Porter's body in that fight, that took a lot of what you would have thought you'd seen from Sean Porter in the later rounds, because he was tired. But that body attack had a lot to do with that. Sean Porter's going to have to attack his body and take some of that energy away from him to late in the fight, so that he doesn't have that pressure coming at him like what fight was that? I think he outdogged Danny Garcia, but he just, I mean,
no, he didn't.
He outworked him.
Yeah, but that's easy to do.
Yeah, I think he outworked him.
He didn't
try that strong shit with
Danny. No, he didn't. He was trying to stay away from him. But he didn't want Danny to close his eyes. You know, Danny closed his eyes.
Danny prayed to God. It's a wrap.
Exactly. Yep, it's a wrap. Knock your head off.
But I disagree. I don't think it's going to look like the Earl fight, because I think Earl went in that fight looking to brawl.
Yeah, he wanted to.
I think Bud's plan is going to be to make it as easy as possible until he can catch Sean with something where he can put him away. But Sean, that's why I said Sean has to be aggressive in the beginning, because you can't allow him to, pick his poison where he want to stab you at.
Well, I know you had said before that one of Sean Porter's weaknesses is punch selection. And
it's not as a selection. It's the fact that he smothers his punches. It's his distance. It's his distance.
That's something that I hope they worked on, because that's going to mean a lot. I mean, there's a lot of shots could have thrown, some shots that he missed because he didn't have the right torque or whatever on those punches with Earl Spence. So,
but that's also, that could be a style thing, because that could work against somebody like Bud, because to the naked eye, it's effective aggression. Mm-hmm. But for somebody like Earl, who lives on the inside, it wasn't gonna work. But
yeah, I mean, did you pick though?
Yeah, he said Porter if Crawford if.
I mean, like I said,
because you know
I want to see Porter. Yeah, I want to go with Porter, but like I said, it depends on how the fight plays out.
We need you to make a prediction, sir.
I predict Bud Crawford in a decision.
That hurt your heart, didn't it?
It did. It did.
I know
you know what? Fuck that. No, I'm not predicting Bud
Crawford.
Hey,
look,
you
looking at Bud Crawford right here. I'm telling you.
You know what?
You know why this Bud Crawford? Because we just bullied him into changing his
No, that's bullshit. No, you know what? You know what? I talked about Sean Porter going to the Hall of Fame. This is his shot. If he wants to get in the Hall of Fame, he wins this fight, you win, my brother. So I'm going with you. You're going to dog that man out. I'm going with Sean Porter in a decision.
I'm going to tell you this. If he lose, remember that clock, that loss, winning loss column?
Oh, it started. It starts.
Okay.
I said it starts. So I'm right now I'm 1-0.
No, the fuck you not.
1-1.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Yeah, 1-1.
We all 1-1.
Being as though my uncle lives in Cleveland, damn it, and Sean is from Cleveland,
I'm picking Bud.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go with Bud on this, but no, y'all basically said like everything. But what I do believe, Brandon, I don't believe that Bud is gonna stay calm, because if you hit Bud won't hit you back.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I think
if Sean Porter can, like you said, draw him into that, like you said, jump on him early, Bud gonna start to fight back. Yeah. He ain't just gonna try to outbox Sean if Sean roughing him up and catching him with shots. He gonna start to try to throw back, and that gives Sean his best chance of victory.
And you can, because Crawford is good at fighting at his pace, so he never gets tired. But if Sean can force him into
but one thing that Bud do have, though, Bud got a nasty uppercut, a little sneaky uppercut.
Yeah.
And Sean is open for those.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, shout out to Cleveland, but
LeBron gone.
Yeah.
You don't say no.
He's still from there though. He from Akron, but anyway, no.
But I like what you just said. I'm sure those uppercuts are gonna fly, because I do believe in his mind he's gonna stop Sean Porter.
Yeah, but those uppercuts normally come from a distance.
That's true. If he can get his space, like you said, and Sean, but Sean opens up from a distance a lot.
But he gotta smother them shit.
Yeah, he does.
He gotta do his little bounce.
Yep.
And then he gotta use his feet to get in. I don't give a fuck if he. Look, we need to see Marlon Najee, Berto. We need that Sean. Yeah, that's the Sean that has to come out. The nigga, the one that's going to elbow, headbutt, bite.
He got like Sean said. He got to make him uncomfortable early on, and like I said, and if he start, getting to Terrence Crawford going,
he gonna start fighting.
He gonna start fighting, because that's just who he is.
Yeah, this should be a good one.
It should be a real good fight.
Burner.
I would not be surprised, like you said. I think it's gonna be a close decision,
because
I would be surprised if he does stop Sean Porter.
If there's a knockout, so with y'all both,
you just saying ain't nobody stopping Sean Porter because his teeth too big.
Because he bites gloves and all that shit. He's biting.
But with that being said, so if there's a knockout, y'all saying that it will be Sean Porter knocking out Terrence Crawford?
No, I'm saying it ain't gonna be no knockout.
Yeah, I don't
see a knockout from either person. Unless Sean, like I said, he butting this shit and he could get a cut open and just elbow. He got to do Otto Wallen.
At 38-0, because Terrence Crawford 38-0. I think the number's 38, 39. 38-0. Who has he fought close to a Sean Porter?
Probably Diaz, but he's not as active as Sean. Probably Felix Diaz.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, everybody he's fought a welterweight didn't stop though, even though
Yeah.
He
Let
stopped
me see, Jeff
everybody.
Horn, Kell Brook.
And that's another thing. We
He got
gotta
names
start.
on
We
there.
gotta
He
give.
got
We
some
gotta give
names
Terrence
on
Crawford
his-
Crawford
he got
credit
some names
because
on his, resume.
I'm not one to say, "Oh, well, he did this when he." No, he beat Amir Khan.
Who gives people a lot of problems.
He beat Jeff Horn.
Yeah.
Who,
He beat Kell Brook.
Beat him. Who did
He beat
Jeff Horn beat?
Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
He
Yeah.
beat Jose Benavidez,
Mm-hmm.
and he stopped him.
Yeah, he did.
So when you start to talk about a resume, when like I said, nobody gonna care 20 years from now
Exactly.
that Kovalev was 38. They're gonna say Canelo beat Kovalev.
Mm-hmm.
20 years from
Put him on the
now,
bottom rope.
they're gonna say Terrence
Or was it the
Crawford
middle rope?
beat the bottom jump. Terrence Crawford beat Kell Brook.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Amir Khan. He beat Sean Porter.
He made Amir Khan quit because Amir Khan. Let me tell you something. In that fight, Amir Khan's only thing, like Amir Khan know that I might get knocked out, but I know that I can outbox you.
He couldn't outbox.
He couldn't outbox him.
He did well at times, and,
That's-
and like
that's-
you said,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
another
man.
fight. Yeah. You know, I don't like that. That's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Kevin Durant. But look, I don't like this. I guess Kevin Durant from DC. You know.
No.
But-
that's PG County, man. That's
Amir Khan was able to get Terrence Crawford in a fight early.
that's true.
Sean Porter pulled this shit. It's like, no, I don't really give a fuck.
Well, I mean, it's the thing is, because if you want to see that Spence Terrence Crawford fight,
That's the only reason.
Crawford has
That's
to
the
win
only
this
reason
fight.
why I would lean
Lean
towards
towards,
Bud. Yeah, because like you said, if it was just if that fight wasn't looming, Allen,
Yeah.
then I wouldn't care
Give a fuck
who
who
won.
to be
Because I like
honest.
both of them, so I wouldn't care. But with that fight looming,
I don't
wanna
really
see.
care to see Spence versus Porter too. To be honest with you, even though it was a good fight.
I wouldn't go that far.
No,
I wouldn't
because
mind
Spence,
seeing that fight.
no, Spence ain't gonna fight him the same, man. You ain't gonna get the same fight. That's what he
I don't
said.
want to see that shit no more. I want to see Bud Crawford
I want to
versus
see
the truth.
I want to see the unified. I want to see a unified welterweight champion.
You already got one.
I mean, I'm sorry, undisputed welterweight champion.
Well, you ain't gonna see that either.
WBA don't want that.
Yeah, they don't want that. They said Uga's tied up, and they want Uga's probably to lose. That's what they want.
But why? If you
I
want him
don't
to
know.
lose, why
Exactly.
wouldn't you want him to lose to the motherfucker that's making the most money?
Exactly. It doesn't make sense.
But that's our prediction, guys.
Yep.
Comment in the
Yep. Who do
So
y'all got?
comments
Yep.
below.
Mm-hmm.
let us know what you think.
Like,
I will respond when we get a
comment,
chance.
subscribe. Yep. Y'all say something dumb, Brandon gonna be on y'all ass.
I'm going to tax that ass. Batman Boxing Talk.
man.
We out.
We out.
Is that it?